Hi, my name is Tobias Mann, and today I'd like to go over my top 5 core work values. I am a journalism student studying at the University of Winona, and my number one work value is precision work. There's no room for errors in journalism. You have to be a good writer, you need to have good grammar, and you can't misspell anything. It just looks bad, and you can't speak with authority if you can't communicate clearly and with accuracy. And this is beat into us from the very beginning. One of my first classes, I failed an assignment because I misspelled a name. Rather, I didn't misspell the name, but the computer decided that my spelling of Amanda was incorrect, and it changed it, and I didn't catch it. But because of that, I failed the assignment because I didn't catch it. In the real world, I could have lost my job. Screening for accuracy is a huge part of what journalists do, because without it, they can't speak with authority, and no one will listen otherwise. For me, number 2 is working with cutting-edge technology. From the very beginning of my life, I have been enamored with technology. I love it. I have 2 loves, I like to say. I love to write, and I love technology. And I show this love by writing about technology, and I've been doing it for over 4 years on my blog. Just to give you an idea of how much I love technology, I'm wearing a smartwatch on my wrist. I'm surrounded by 3 smartphones and 4 tablets. I love it. I live and breathe technology, and working with it is something that is a must. Whether I do work with it successfully or not, it's just one of the things that I hold very dear to me. My number 3 is deadlines, and this is a weird one for many people because deadlines strike fear and freeze many people. They can't move forward the closer the deadline gets because it becomes more looming and looming. And for me, deadlines push me harder and harder and harder. The closer I am to a deadline, the more fervently I can work on something, and the more motivated I become. It's about getting something done in one pass and then being able to revise it and see what I did wrong. And this is a strength because working under deadlines is a way of life for a journalist, but it's also a weakness. Starting early and finishing it quickly and then being able to revise it for accuracy and completeness is going to take me a lot further than just getting it in at the last moment. A lot of people say in the journalism field that the best writers get it done at the last minute, not because they took to the last minute to get started. It's because they took to the last minute to be as accurate and complete as they could. For me, number 4 comes down to integrity and truthfulness. And this is where I really think I stand out, because with integrity and truthfulness, it comes down to a code of ethics. And journalists love their codes of ethics because they're the chair we stand on when we get criticized for what decisions we make. And there's no right or wrong answer. Whether or not you screen the public suicide of a governor or not, that's a huge ethical decision. But weighing that is difficult. And maintaining your integrity through that and being truthful at the same time could be very difficult. So standing by your principles and being truthful and never deceiving is a huge part and a big value for me. Number 5 is competition. And for this, I feel that I don't do as well as I might, but I think competition is an unavoidable truth in the field I'm going into. Competition drives us to be better than the next guy, but in a field so collaborative, you're not trying to best your neighbor, you're trying to best the guy across the street. And I feel that while I try hard to be faster and more accurate than others, it doesn't always happen. And this might come down to my time management skills. So if I were to improve any of these things, I would start earlier, but still maintain my use of deadlines to be successful. I would keep my core principles and values close to me of being truthful, and I'm always going to keep technology at heart.